Jupiter moon, reel me in. Can I catch your eye as you pass by? He's coming soon, just down the road. Will you wash a light over my wounded soul? Pull me in, lean and slow, as you glide by my rose. Keep me still, won't you save my soul? All that's left of my briar rose.
Hey, hello, my name is Ethan Von Tilo. I play mandolin for Whiskey and Burlap. We're here celebrating the release of our upcoming second album called Questioning Why on September 23rd. You were just listening to one of the tracks from the new CD called Briar Rose. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit, but just to give you an overview, it's 14 original Americana, folk, bluegrass, country tunes that we wrote for you. Took about a year or a year and a half to produce it, write the tunes, and we recorded it at Capricorn Studios. The amazing engineer and producer Chris Town helped us out during the process, and we're excited to share it with the world.
Hi, my name is Camille Salave. I do lead vocals, harmony, and just recently some ukulele and banjolele and percussion. The song that we were just listening to, Briar Rose, is about basically it's a love story, and it compares the moon to a relationship and wanting to be swept away by Jupiter moon and not wanting to get into this relationship because what happens if that happens? And that's basically what this song is about.
You know, so we early on, we decided with our first album too, that we weren't going to have a producer. So it's really produced by us three, the band members. But as I mentioned, you know, we recorded at Capricorn Studios, and Chris Town is the engineer there and co-owner of the Capricorn Studios. And he really acts as the producer. He's incredible, helps us during the process. And so, you know, we'll do maybe 3 takes of each song. And, you know, Chris gently says, hey, Ethan, why don't you do that one more time? Or why don't we sing that? But it's been a wonderful process working with him during the whole album. And, you know, this was a challenging album because, first of all, it was the second album. And then Craig was gone for a whole year in Oxford on sabbatical. So a lot of the tunes were written before or while he was gone. So he came back to all these tunes that were already written. And then he brought some tunes to the table. It's also a new album for us and more instruments. We have Camille learning banjolele, playing ukulele, banjolele. So there's more instrumentation on this album. We also brought in a stand-up bass player, Steve Hoshko, to help us out. And then in terms of writing tunes too, the first album, you know, a lot of the tunes, Camille would write the lyrics, and then maybe I would write the melodies, and then Craig would bring in a song. But this album really has a diverse selection of tunes that really everyone in the group was writing tunes. Camille started writing both the music and the lyrics, and so she brought in all these wonderful new songs. Craig brought in some tunes, I brought in some tunes. And then finally, I would say this album is really unique too, because I think, you know, the first album was definitely more slower folk tunes, so we were trying to bring in some different style of music, and so you'll have a lot more faster tunes, you know, upbeat tunes. And then I think you'll see also this album really celebrates Camille's voice more than the first album. I think that first album was a little subdued, you know, Camille, beautiful voice, of course, on the slower songs. But now I think you're really going to hear the power of her voice in many of these tunes like Don't Get Me Drunk or Sing Neighbor Sing.
So my name is Craig McIntosh. I play guitar in Whiskey and Burlap and do some of the vocals as well. And then on the albums, when we have a chance to branch out a little bit, I've been playing some bass and some violin as well. So this next song we're going to hear is called Sing Neighbor Sing. And it's a spiritual tune that Ethan and Camille wrote during the pandemic. And it's something that we feel brings a social message. And it's a song that we really love playing live as well.
We see the green and what you have never
sing, never sing. Let's talk about the mountaintop. God justice fly right down to our soul. Sing, never sing. Let's talk about the mountaintop. God justice fly right down to our our souls. Sing and we'll sing. Let's all on the mountaintop. Fly just as fly right down to our souls. Sing and we'll sing. Let's all on the mountaintop. Fly just as
Our album release date is September 23rd, and that's going to be held at the Garden, which is Deaf Brewery, Oddish Wines, Lost Cause Meadery, and Pizza Cassette. We do have a album listening party. That's the Friday before on the 15th at Capricorn Studios that we're excited to be a part of as well.
Yeah, so the big album release party is September 23rd. Invite everyone to come out and celebrate it. Obviously, this process has been longer, I think, than we expected. It's been, almost a year and a half to produce. The way we are as a group, we're still writing new tunes, and so we haven't stopped. And so the last gig we just had last weekend, we're just performing new tunes that are not on any album. So I think what you're going to see from us is, yes, we're going to promote Questioning Why, try to get as many people to see it as possible, but expect new tunes from us and new stuff. One of the exciting gigs that are coming up also is, with the first time ever, we're going to be playing at the Casbah. We're going to be opening up at the Casbah. So that's kind of exciting for us. So I think we're going to explore new venues, keep on writing new music, and look forward to seeing everyone at the live gigs.
So the album's going to be available on Bandcamp, whiskeyandburlap.bandcamp.com. And of course, it'll also be on Spotify and Apple Music and other venues as well. We want to give a shout out also to Michelle Trumbull, who did the cover art for the album, which we think is really beautiful, really fits the whole environment of the music really well. So we appreciate her creativity, and you can find her on Instagram as well. And then definitely we always invite people to follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook. It's a great way to find about what we're up to, what our upcoming gigs are, and things like that. So this final song is called Burn Away, and it's a song that I wrote when I was sitting there in England looking out the window at that lush, timeless landscape and thinking about our beautiful Southern California nature, how fragile it is. A lot of hiking that I've been doing up in the burning sequoia forest and things like that, and just really trying to find a way to express that sense of fragility that we have in our nature, which is like so grand but so fragile at the same time here. So I hope you enjoy the song.
people all around this world keep on living like they've never heard of. Fire burning all across the hill, the embers raining down, but maybe still I see the coolness of your valley. Don't push this man